Hello, Xavier.
Hello.
Thank you for having us here in your beautiful Maison Epigenetic.
Thank you for being here.
I want to know about you, Xavier. I want to know about your story, like what led you to create such a sumptuous space. So, if I remember, you started your career in hospitality, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What drew you to hospitality?
I think since very young age, I always like to be in service, like help people to feel good. It came like this just after baccalaureate. I had this opportunity to go to Switzerland for hospitality school. And I think it was a great move because first it was amazing studies and I learned a lot about myself by going in UAE, for example, for some internships, and really to imagine how we can help people to feel good and to be happy. So in hospitality during vacation mostly, but even when they move for work, to help them to have this parenthèse of well-being outside of the very fast life that we used to have.
Then after that, you went on to create your own startup in the travel space too, right?
Yeah, so the story was funny. Is after school, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I signed the first job, and just before going for this first job, I was every night awake because I had this idea of my first startup. So without saying to my parents or family, I called the job that I signed and said, I'm not coming. And it was an amazing job because I was supposed to be business analyst of haute cœur collection, so Le Bristol, Capé d'Enroc, so analyzing all the finance of this group. And it was a great opportunity, but I had a call, a vision, and I went for it. So I canceled this job and I went next day to lawyers to create my first startup. And the concept was to match with hotels that fit your profile and your wishes. Instead of spending hours to look for an hotel, finally it was before AI was big, but today would be very easy to create this kind of things. Is that okay, Xavier, I know you, I know what you like, I know where you like to travel and all this, and I will find you the right hotel if you go to Milan or anywhere else. So I did this for a few years and I learned a lot about myself, about health as well. Because as you know, I was working a bit too much pressure, a lot of mistakes as well. It's like this that we learn, and not the right lifestyle, not eating well, not doing sports, being more and more alone because finally you're so focused in your work that you forget everything what happened around you. And it happened to me to have an ulcer at the stomach. And that's where I started to speak more about health with my mother, who is a doctor, and learn about epigenetics. It's a whole way to Maison Epigenetic.
It's like a logical path, like from hospitality to entrepreneurship in hospitality, and then to take it to the next level. Like, is it fair to say that Maison Epigenetic is kind of connected to both like hospitality, health, and travel experience, maybe in a way?
Yeah, definitely, because finally we don't want to be medical here at Maison Epigenetic, so we want people to feel good when they just put one foot in our home. And that's where the world of hospitality comes, to have people feel good, to be recognized, to have a smile, to have good energy around. The world of hospitality, I put it here, and I think it's quite unique. There is not a lot of places like us. And,
I've never seen anything like this. It's amazing.
Yeah, but at the same time, I worked in palace, but I don't want to be as a palace because the staff needs to be discreet and all this, and it's not my philosophy. I like when the clients are even like saying hello and take a hug to my staff because he didn't see in so long. I just saw this again today of one of my clients who travel a lot between London, Milan, San Francisco and Paris, and she didn't come for a few months, and she came and she hugged my concierge, so finally it's nice because the clients feel like home and family. Only hospitality can bring this in such a concept that is very intimate, because we speak about your health, about your well-being. So we know a lot about our clients, and moreover, we take a lot of data from them. So we know a lot, and to create this confidence with the staff, with the home, is so important for us.
So can you tell me a little bit more about what you do at Maison Epigenetics, like maybe just a little brief explanation for people who don't know anything about epigenetics?
So what is epigenetics? It's a science. So epi, it's what on the top of genetics. It's how you express your genetics through your lifestyle and your environment. So it's more than 85% of your DNA that you can express through your lifestyle. So you have superpowers and super weaknesses, and you who are touching the right genes or not. This gives a lot of empowerment finally, because we are empowered of our health. Our concept is for people who are very busy. We call them corporate athletes. It's people who very busy life, challenging themselves all the time, have to take a lot of decisions and all this, but they don't take a lot of care of themselves. While an athlete, a sportive, he has like maybe 10 people around him to keep him at the top. A CEO, he doesn't have this. So what we bring is that we bring technologies that help them to transform them, to keep them at the top, and we put data as the red line to follow the transformation. At the very beginning of their journey here, they have a checkup. It can be non-biological. We can take blood, but as well, sometimes we don't. We can have like VO2 max, we can have the skin, we can have arterial age, strength. We can have so many data already without taking blood that gives an image of where the client is and where we can bring him. And that is very important to have this data to be able to show the result at the end and say, you were here, now you're here. It's a lot of happiness when we see the client is changing in the right way and feeling so good, and say, oh, I saw this person I didn't see since a long time, and he told me like, oh, you look younger than before, and that's a big compliment.
I know, that's the best thing. Like, you're making people look younger and healthier and happier.
Yeah, that's
we all need to come here.
It's like a home. That's why we're in the city. You know, we want people to come. Like, finally, if we are a gym, my goal is that in the future, fitness gyms looks like us, like a longevity center where you need to go every week, twice a week at least, and be very holistic. So in Maison Epigenetic, we have 3 pillars. We have longevity, where we do checkups, blood tests, DNA tests, VO2 max and all this. We do IVs, so IV drips, so vitamins straight in your blood. We have the performance pillar that we have the 1 hour boost. It's a very biohacking protocols where we have a machine from NASA where we're going to cheat your hypophyse that will think that you've done 2 hours of extreme sports and will secrete all the good hormones, so growth hormones, dopamine, serotonin, testo. And we have as well the lab, that is our new concept. It's to create muscles, because when you create muscle, you create bones and you create cognitive. And here, all our members have this bracelet where they have all the data inside, and they just need to badge each machine. So there is 12 machines for all the muscles of your body. On this machine, the first time we do some test of strength, and it will calculate the right weight for you to create muscle. And you have a protocol only personalized for you. It will not be for the same for me and for you and all this. So, and just the client is coming, he touches the machine with his bracelet, the machine is moving, the seat is going up for him and all this, and he has his protocol and he does his muscles, and he does this for 35 minutes. It's like the most efficient session of musculation that he can do.
That's incredible. So you just badge, and the machines adjust themselves.
Exactly.
You have to do nothing. You don't have to choose your weight, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
So that way you're constantly pushing yourself, because sometimes if you go to the gym, you can either do too much or too low.
Yeah.
So it's like an algorithm that calculates exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
And we can follow. So behind Maison Epigenetic, we have as well, we developed a software where we get all the data for our clients. So we follow them from where they're going and if they come and if they do the right exercise and all this. And we have a last pillar that is regenerative beauty. We help people to boost their skin. We have a protocol called skin longevity. It's not a laser, it's not a radio frequencies, it's electromagnetic waves, electroporation and vacuum. And it's boosting the type 3 collagen, the collagen of baby. We have great results, it's amazing result that we have. We need 8 sessions. But it's very natural. It's just no pain, no social eviction. Very natural. So
So
yeah,
do most of your clients come and do the entire protocol?
yeah, finally, sometimes they come for one reason, and we educate them on the holistic way, scientific way. Most of them finally goes on this holistic way.
Do you already have some success stories you can share with us of
Yeah,
transformation?
definitely. Yeah, of course. I have very good clients who comes from 2 or 3 years now, and he comes every week. And he does as well his checkup because of his company. He needs to do it. American hospital. At the American hospital, they're like each year, wow. What did you do again? Like your data are better than before. So what happened?
Xavier did it.
Yeah, he says, I'm going to Maison Epigenetic, you should go and see. Yeah, his arterial age is much younger than the first time he came. And he says like he doesn't feel stress anymore. So many good things happen for him as well, energetically, you know. He would not miss one session of Epigenetic. When he has travel, he tells me, oh, I didn't come for 2 weeks and I miss it so much.
So how often do people come? Is it once a week?
Yeah, the goal is once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to do the lab and
so the lab, they are completely independent, so they can come whenever they want. They have their code to come inside of the building, they have their badge. So the best would be twice a week at least to create muscle, the best. But after for treatment, regenerative treatment and all this, we advise once a week. Yeah. Because it's very busy people, you know, they cannot find like 5 hours in the week for you. So 1 hour or 2 hours, they can manage to put it in your agenda, but yeah.
So 1 hour a week can make a huge difference.
Yeah, for sure.
That's incredible. Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel great. Maison Epigenetic bring me the best because I met my wife. She was a client.
Oh, that's how you met her?
Yes. I have now Leah, that is my daughter, who was 8 months, and she's amazing. Maison Epigenetic is growing very fast. We have many opportunities abroad as well. I'm great. I cannot be happier than that. Yeah.
And that's a family affair because you work with your mother.
Yes.
How is it going? How do you like that?
It's different. I would say it was very difficult the first years. Now it's been 4 years, so I think we found the balance, but at the beginning it was very difficult because I'm the last of the four boys.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that I will always be her baby.
Yes.
And when there is business, there is no babies anymore. So you have to create a new relationship. We managed to do it, but we are stronger together as well when we are family. And it's hard. We stay together. Motivate each other.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. We are also a family business, work with my husband and my sister. It's very reassuring when you're going through the hard times of like starting something and growing a company to have like people that have your best interest. Like we each other have their best interest. So I think it translates into your relationship with your customers because it creates like this positive and safe environment, I feel.
It's not the easiest path, but when you manage to do it, it's a good way. Yeah.
So you touched upon expansion. So
Yes.
what's next for you?
So opportunities are coming to us now, so we'll see how it goes. We have opportunities in Asia. We have opportunities in US as well.
Tell me more. Can you say something about it?
Yeah, I can say I'm traveling on Saturday to Miami to have a look for an opportunity. We'll see if it works or not, but definitely the space is already here. Contracts to work there is done, all the permit. So
Can we expect for it to look kind of like as amazing as this, or it will never be like this?
Well, it will be a US style, I would say, especially Miami. You know, its building is not like here, so but we can try to create like this atmosphere of Paris, of the French culture, and all the science that we put inside. And yeah, I will see more on Saturday.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
All right, Xavier. Well, I would love to ask you one last thing, because we're calling this show, if we can call it a show, Perles of Wisdom. So if you can leave our audience with one piece of advice, like one piece of wisdom, what would it be?
I always wanted to be successful at 30 years old, and always thought about it as professional. But finally, it happened that the most important is personal. 30 years old, I married the woman of my life, for sure. That changed everything, because when you have this success and you have this support next to you, you can do everything easily and without any fears. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you have a lot of pressure, you have a lot of stress, you make a lot of mistakes, of course. Success are like this, you know. And
Like this, yeah.
but when you have someone next to you that understands you, loves you, and supports you, and of course it goes on both sides, it needs to go, everything is easier. And you can really stay persistent and go until the end of your idea. I don't know if I didn't have Daria in my life, I would still be here, you know. No, it's true. It's 4 years. The first years has been not easy because you have to find your market. We are the only one in Paris doing these kind of things, and we were very early on the market for this. And to have someone on your side, it makes all the difference. So choose wisely who is next to you, and as well in business, of course. That makes all the difference.
And now you have a beautiful daughter too.
Yes, I do. We enjoy a lot.
Well, that's great. Well, I love to hear that, and thank you so much, Xavier, for having us.
Thank you for having me.
You have created an amazing space here, and your mission is so noble, and I wish you all the success and everything in your expansion.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.